Yeah. I mean, I've talked to you guys about this, but like, it's so weird because my relationship with God, and maybe you guys too. Now we're both in an evangelism program right now, and I've now since seen young adult groups and I've gone to Christian events. But when I was just me and reading the Bible, and then the churches that I went to with my family. And the churches that I went to with my family, I still can't tell you what denomination they were. I know they weren't Pentecostal because people weren't like doing the whole, I don't know. It was just like you went to church, didn't feel Baptist. Like in San Diego, the pastors wear like flip-flops and t-shirts.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't like super extreme Baptist. It wasn't like, but I never thought about the denomination. I never thought about miracle healings. Like if someone in my family got sick, I would be like, yeah, God, like help them, heal them. Mm-hmm. But I wasn't like never laying hand. I literally, all my understanding of the Bible in God was just what I saw at church which was very just like casual. Like that's the only way I can describe it. Is just you go there, you hear a message, you go home.
Mm-hmm.
And then what I read in the Bible.
Mm-hmm.
And I just had no understanding of anything beyond that. And I remember I told you this, but like I went to a Creator Camp event, which is not a Christian event, and I met some spiritual girl,
mm-hmm.
and she makes videos about all these religions, but she never made one about Christianity. And I was telling her about Jesus, and she's like, you want to help me make a video? My audience wants to know about Jesus. But because she had this new age spiritual audience, she was like, I think like we should start with like miracle healings. And I was like, what do you mean miracle healings? She's like, doesn't Jesus like heal people?
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I mean, like he did in the Bible.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I like never even heard of that topic. And it's just so interesting. Like I was like, I mean, in this program that we're doing, it's like all kinds of denominations. But like, I don't know if there's a question here, but I guess, did you have anything like that where like you had an understanding of God and then you enter like these programs or these, because I don't want to say it was very pure in the sense that like I was pure, like perfect or like that, but it was pure in the sense that like no one really taught me anything. It was just me reading the Bible, and I was just coming to my own conclusions.
Yeah.
And now the deeper and deeper I get into these programs and these events and like these things, like people tell me things like, oh, I don't even want to get into them because I don't want to go deep in theology like that. But did you guys have that experience at all?
Yeah, I would say we had the same experience as you, because we came from a small church. It's not like there was a big amount of people with like a lot of different, beliefs on like gifts or healing or anything like that. But we weren't really told anything about that until the internship, I would say. Like they literally had specific teachings on different topics that we were like, whoa, we never heard about that before. Yeah. And so we started learning deeper about all that stuff.
It's just like, I don't even know. Like, I still don't know. I don't like to make statements on it because it's funny because I know, like, in the Bible, there's so many times where someone gets healed by Jesus and Jesus tells them, your faith has made you well. Like Mark 2:5, the paralyzed guy comes out. He's like, son, your sins are forgiven. Your faith has made you well. And he says that to the daughter who's bleeding and touches Jesus. So it's like, part of me is like, well, healing requires faith. Like, I need to believe these things are possible. But also part of me is like, but like, I didn't see these things before.
Yeah.
And so that's like something interesting that I don't know, I think about a lot. And I've had like experiences like you've had where I've prayed for specific things. Like I used to be very depressed and I prayed, and like every year I can identify things that were like bad in my past that are better or even gone now. But it's never like a instant moment.